follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.
Cut players to manage your cap space, or sign them to your practice squad.
Oftentimes, we see teams move on from their starting running back after one contract, but not here. One team has agreed to a new deal to keep one of the best backs in the game right where he is. Hey everyone, Scott Hansen here. This is your Week 2 edition of the EA Sports Weekly Recap, presented by Lowe's. Earn your Sunday. Lots to get you caught up on. We'll start at SoFi Stadium. The Rams at home to take on the New York Giants. And Giants fans happy to have him back on the field. It's Malik Neighbors. He's so good working down the field, hauls this one in stride. It's a 48-yard touchdown. The Giants get a second straight win to start the year as they get the tough road victory. Next up, let's get a look at what's happening between the Vikings and Bears from Soldier Field in Chicago. And this is the man who took a huge leap last year all the way to the Madden cover, Caleb Williams. He's looking to throw, then makes a beeline for the end zone. 12 yards on the scramble for the score. A few teams out there haven't liked what they've been seeing in the first couple of weeks. Moves are underway as we check out the Week 2 trade report. The big name on the move? It concerns the man you see here. He's headed to the Cardinals in a like-for-like deal, receiver for receiver. Both teams wanting to shake up their offenses, and this is the kind of deal that just may do the trick. A number of guys around the league off to hot starts, among them Week 2's Player of the Week. And we'll hand the award to this man, Deshaun Watson. He was terrific in the win at Tampa Bay. How about this? More than 300 yards passing and 3 touchdown passes. The Browns are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season. Meanwhile, a look now at the rest of the weekend's top performers, guys who are starting out hot here in the first 2 weeks. Next up, let's give you a look at the guys who have put together a couple of solid weeks so far. It's our league leaders in receiving through 2 weeks of games. With that, a look at the rest of the scores from a jam-packed Week 2 of the new NFL season. Until next week, Scott Hansen, good night from Orlando.
There's a city that knows the proper way to smash a guitar. Yeah, it is this city of rock and roll. Man, in the footsteps of Hendrix, Cobain, and so many others. Another one has been shattered to pieces before kickoff here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the the Cleveland Browns. On the Carolina sideline, here's a look at head coach Dave Canales. His guys looking at a little bit of a must-win already, following an 0-2 start. On the opposite sideline, here's Brown. This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. To throw, here's Watson. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Jimmy Ward has it.
Well, Kate, with his interceptions last week and that one here, he's brought in more passes than some of...
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. From the red zone on first. That's complete. Dialing up McMillan again. And give him about 4. Nothing beyond the catch. And hit got there quickly. Got 4 on the completion, so still 6 ahead of him on 2nd down. Now pitch to Hubbard. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
There is no foul needed from him. He has been doing this so long, dating back to college and high school. Those instincts, and they come at you with a capital I. Identify that run, fire downhill, and get home in the back.
That ball is out. Young lost it. And the Browns pick it up. He's at midfield. 30. Gets the 10. And what a way to begin the scoring, Brock, as they take it back for the touchdown. So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough 3rd down here. Young looking to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And last completion didn't go anywhere, so still 10 to go now on 3rd down. Here's Young to throw. Here comes the pressure, and they take him down. Got him at the 31. Quincy Williams. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Running with Hubbard out of the gun. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Either they knew play action wasn't coming or they were totally sold out for that one. That was a shot. That's how you hit and make the highlight reel.
Browns are in the nickel for this 3rd down call. Hubbard again. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D-tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, and knocks down that runner.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Browns.
Looking to throw, Young. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Being limited to a couple. Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal. Young to throw it. Makes the catch. Fighting forward for about 7. Nearly got that first. Now we're going to see if they try for it on 4th down. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. They'll run for it. Hubbard. And they They stop it. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
You know, Kate, it's almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And the reward is they get off the field.
Now we see the Browns offense.
16, 0-1.
Offense is set. First and 10. Tight end in motion right. On play action, here's Young. This one's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Touchdown, Carolina.
It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Now Watson on the play fake. And it's incomplete on 3rd and... Young throwing here. Into the ground it goes. An incomplete pass brings us to 4th down. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Watson now off play action. Has a man downfield. It's Collins. Good work by this offense as they get about 20 on the play before the defense stops them. And it's going to be 1st down Cleveland. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Shotgun handoff here for Junkins. And he stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Watson on 2nd down. Throw left side, finds Fannin. Small gain on the play, maybe 4 yards. And it gives the Browns a 1st down. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 1st and 10 now from the 46. Here's Watson. Collins got it left side. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Wow, the start he is on. This is going to be a heck of a performance if he and his quarterback can keep this pace up today, Brock.
And by starting so strong, he's going to benefit all of his fellow receivers. This defense is going to have to start dictating coverage to him, and it's going to open up his boys.
Watson now. Taking a chance to the end zone. This is going to be caught. The heave connects. Touchdown, Browns. Nico Collins. The 2nd score that he has brought in this season.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Third down here, need 8 on the play. Watson looking to throw. Looking long again. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. Offense in position now, and it's 1st and goal. Looking inside the red zone. Under pressure, down he goes. They got him at the 17. Jervon Dexter. And they need to regroup here, partner, ahead of this 2nd and goal.
It's 2nd down and goal.
Up the middle, Hubbard. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Young on 3rd and goal. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be stopped with a good ways still to go. Defenders rallying to that completion. That forces 4th down. Panthers calling on Ryan Fitzgerald here to attempt this field goal. It's only a chip shot from the right hash.
24-yard attempt.
Fitzgerald sends this through. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
It's kind of a weird feeling, right? You know that you capitalize on the turnover.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Watson to throw it. Has his man caught by Odunze. And they get this down to the 28. Giving them an 18-yard pickup there. And a field goal try coming up shortly from the Browns. From the left hash, this would be 43 yards. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll push their lead to 4.
A better kicker, man. That is a coach's.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Judkins can't bypass that line. They stop him at the 3.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, it did the job on 1st down. More to come.
And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter. He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
For the field goal.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
That's why they spend all the time.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Here's Young. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be taken down. From the red zone now. On it, and he nearly picked it. So couldn't hang on in the end. The offense caught lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down.
There defensively.
Now Young. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Carolina. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. From the pistol, here's Junkins. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he's in. It's a Cleveland touchdown. Quinshon Judkins in from 43 yards.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game. And that's exactly what the doctor ordered.
Third down, line to gain, 9 yards out. Sticking with Simpson here. Looks like they get about 4 out of it, but not close to the first. That brings up 4th down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on. It's a good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major.
Need a touchdown. The offense going for it on 4th down. Has him on the quick hitter. And that will be a first down. He had with the win. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten teams across the NFL, as they're now up to a 3-0 start. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports.
Fall is in the air. Hey everyone, Scott Hansen here. This is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 3, presented by Lowe's. Plenty to get you caught up on. We start in Cleveland. The Browns at home to take on the Carolina Panthers. And this is the second-year man, Quinshawn Judkins. He's got moves, he's got speed, and there he goes. 43 yards for the touchdown. The Browns are off to a 3-0 start as they get the victory. From there, let's go out to Orchard Park. It's the second ever regular season game at New Highmark Stadium. The Chargers taking on the Bills. And it's Ladd McConkey. Just get his hands on the football and let him do the rest. 44 yards, and you can rack it up. It's a touchdown. The Chargers get the victory in the battle of unbeatens. Early season injuries starting to pile up. Here's the injury report for Week 3. The headline this week centers around the Buffalo Bills and their star running back. He's going to have to work through an injury to his leg. He's slated to miss 2, maybe 3 weeks as he rehabs in an effort to get back onto the field. Fall is officially in the air. Time now to name the EA Sports Player of the Week for Week 3. And we'll spotlight this man, Patrick Mahomes. He was magnificent in the win in Miami, throwing for more than 400 yards and 4 touchdown passes. Here now, a look at the rest of this week's top performers around the NFL. From there, we give you a look at the league leaders in rushing through 3 weeks of play, some of the usual suspects populating this list. With that, a look at the rest of the scores here in a busy week number 3. That'll do it for us. Until next week, Scott Hansen in Orlando, good night from all of us at EA Sports. Oftentimes, we see teams move on from their starting running back after one contract, but not here. One team has agreed to a new deal to keep one of the best backs in the game right where he is.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
sideline, their head coach. His guys been on a 2-game slide since winning their opener a few weeks back. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. A pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this third down situation? Here's Watson. That's complete. Romadunze. And he is going to have a Browns first down by about 3 yards or so as they... Okay, time to hop back into this one. It's a red zone alert with a 1st and 10 upcoming down at the 13-yard line. Again, it's Watson. This is caught. Touchdown, Browns. Harold Fannin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to...
A pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this third down situation? In motion right is Pittman. From midfield, here's Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. An early game drive here as they look to hopefully set the tempo for the remainder of the game to come. Watson, off play action, steps away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And going deep for Hill. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Faking the give. Now Watson. A quick throw, but incomplete. You look at this Steeler defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
He'll let this go deep for Collins. And that is incomplete. A surprising move. A pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this third down situation? Here's Rodgers. That is caught. And he will have the Steelers for... A big early third down here for this defense as they look to hold on and force a field goal try. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. Connecting here with Pittman on the out route. This defense backed up now as they're looking at a 1st and goal just inside the 10. They run here with Dowdle. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
A gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Throw left side taken in by Pittman. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And that is incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Boswell's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big 3rd down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Michael Pittman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. All right, this offense has made its way into the red zone as they're set up with a 1st and 10 just inside the 20. On 1st down, here's Judkins. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Roma Dunze, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are back within a score. So here's the situation upcoming. Second quarter, 3rd down, and this defense just trying to force the field goal attempt. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Just over 90 seconds to go in the first half. The offense with a football, but they have it in their own territory. Watson. Open man is Collins. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And he's had a lot of success throwing the ball here early. You see by the numbers, he's already up over 200 yards passing.
At the 47-yard line.
To throw is Watson. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Oh, Dunze wide open. It's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. Watson trying to get his guys moving.
And the Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Off of play action, it's Watson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
They
are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Watson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tyreek Hill from 19 yards away. And the Browns are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this third down stop in the third quarter? And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. The drive stays alive. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a give, right side. Sampson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's a 2nd and 5. They run the counter. Sampson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw, Watson. He'll swing this out to Sampson. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them.
A potential turning point in a one-score game. What can this defense do as they look to hold on to their second-half lead? Quick throw into the hands of Pittman. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 11-yard line.
Now Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. Michael Pittman, his second. We've got an offense on the move, a red zone alert as we take you back into it with a 1st and 10 down at about the 12-yard line. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Watson looks to throw again. And it's caught. And the Browns are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. The numbers there tell the story. That last completion going to move him up over 400 yards passing now for the game. Sampson. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Dylan Sampson, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that? Keeping this offense out of the end zone has to be considered a must here, as this defense can ill afford to go 2 scores down here in the second half. Now it's Rodgers. That's complete. Bernard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Browns.
A running play. It's Dowdle. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there. The key coming up here, preserve the lead for this defense. Fourth quarter, close game. Third down, here we go. On third down, Sampson. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 13 yards of pass. Well, this defense already down on the scoreboard here in a one-score game. They need a stop. They need a quick stop. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. On play action, Rodgers. And some room to maneuver. He's across midfield. Look at the big man rumble. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On the run, it's Dowdle. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the one. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Dowdle, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on fourth. Desperation time. Watson on fourth down. And he knocks the ball away. All right, time to jump back in. This defense already 2 scores down. Points here would certainly make their road back a tough one. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the it's ready to go. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Here's Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, He stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to. Win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this,
Hi, everyone. Scott Hansen in the Orlando studios, and this is your Week 4 edition of the EA Sports Weekly Recap, presented by Lowe's. Lots to get to. We'll start in Philadelphia. The Eagles at home to take on the Los Angeles Rams. And this is Hollywood Brown. He's going to run the deep route here and as they get the victory at home. From there, let's go up to the Pacific Northwest, Seattle. Let's look in on the Seahawks as they play host to the LA Chargers. And this is the Pro Bowler from a season ago, Justin Herbert. He's going to take this one himself. He also had 2 touchdown passes in the game. Time for a look at key injuries a quarter of the way now into the new NFL season. The big news of the week comes from the Chicago Bears and their starting running back. X-rays showed that he suffered a fracture to his foot. He'll likely miss a week or 2 of action, but appears to have dodged a major injury here in the early part of the year. The first month of games wrapping up, so let's give out the Player of the Week honors for week number 4. Our nominee is this man, Aaron Rodgers. He was dialed in when leading his guys to victory in Cleveland. He wound up with 3 touchdown passes. The Steelers get back to 500 at 2-2 with the road win. And briefly, a look here at the full quartet of offensive and defensive top performers. Next up, kind of an underappreciated stat, but let's give some defenders some love. Here are your NFL leaders in tackles through 4 weeks of play. With that, a look here at the rest of the scores from around the NFL here in Week 4. So that'll do it for us. 1 month of the season is in the books, and it will only get better from here. Until next week, I'm Scott Hansen. Good night from EA Sports.
The unmistakable New York skyline to the east. And we are across the river on the Jersey side at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Cleveland Browns and the New York Jets. On the Browns sideline, you see Todd Monken, their head coach. His team finally had a hiccup last week, dropping their first game of the year after winning their first 4. Opposite him, the Jets' Aaron Glenn. On the ground, it's Quinshawn Judkins. And the Browns are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
First and goal.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line.
A gain of 7.
Now here's second and goal. Judkins. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's third and goal. Out of the gun, Watson. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes fourth and goal. They snap it to Watson. That is incomplete. The defense. From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, here's Watson. To the goal line and in. Harold Fannin. Touchdown, Cleveland. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're...
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Shotgun snap to Watson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. Now Watson. That's taken in. And he is out of bounds. Markham at the... It's 3rd down. They need 6 for the 1st down. Throwing is Watson. And that is incomplete.
Is to be really good on 1st and 2nd down. This keeps teams from putting themselves in these unfavorable positions. It's part of the reason why these drives continue to stall out. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score?
Here now, 3rd and 5. Here's Watson. That's going to be incomplete. Final play in this opening quarter. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And that will be incomplete. They could. The Jets have it here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with 4th down coming up. They'll indeed go, and it's Klubnik. That's incomplete. Derek Hall on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. The Browns offense ready to see what they can do. We check out their recent possessions, and you see a little too aggressive last time they had it. Has to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton.
Yeah, the second he threw that ball, Mike, that just felt like a hope and a prayer. He just threw that thing up saying, I hope my guy comes down.
They'll fake to Judkins, and now it's Watson. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the 1st half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively It'll set up a fourth down. Punting time for the Browns. They're set to kick it away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down.
At their own 27-yard line.
Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. Again, here's Hall, and he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Klubnik now from the gun. And after all those interceptions, he finally said enough is enough and just throws that one away.
He was covered by
Well, they come to the line. Not an easy one to convert. 3rd and very long. Cooper going in motion. On 3rd and long, here's Klubnik. Thrown on the run, but it's off target. Behind his man, and that is incomplete.
I really like the personnel adjustment by the defensive coordinator, Mike. They go dime coverage, so they're going to bring out 6 defensive backs, really play the pass and muddy it up with as many pass defenders as you can. Nowhere to go with the ball, and now we got to see, does the offensive coordinator, when he sees that dime package take the field, what answers does he?
Good play calling rhythm. Drive continues. Another 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Sampson. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Off the bootleg, here's Watson. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
3rd and long for Watson. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. So the Browns going to bring out their kicker and try a field goal. That's going to be blocked. Into space. He's inside the 40. Inside the 20. And he is going to score. They bring it all the way back. The blocked field goal for the touchdown. Third down and 9. Back to throw is Watson. This is caught. He got the connection to Collins. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. They'll run it here, and here's Judkins. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
This defense is able to get the hold here on 1st down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4-down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to 3rd and goal. They'll try and run with Judkins. And he's not going to get in. Tackled at the line. It'll bring up 4th and goal.
4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here's Watson. And this is incomplete. They don't go. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. That one too far out in front. Sure, they're thinking about the decision after the touchdown since they're down 7. But first, they've got to get the TD. It is 1st down and goal. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, coverage excellent there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal. Off play action, here's Watson. Hit as he throws and is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Watson to throw again. We'll try and set up the tight end screen.
Watson's pass complete to Harold Fannin. A gain of 2 yards brings up 4th and goal.
So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to get the deficit down inside of a touchdown.
Yeah, all right, so it's going to help a little bit, but, I mean, take a look here, Mike. With the score, with the time, you find yourself down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Watson. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's Hill. Game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
It's a gain of 10.
They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And the Jets will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception.
Column for the Jets. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. Game they really did struggle in. Look like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Jets as we say goodbye from MetLife Stadium.
High five! I'm Scott Hansen, everyone, and this is the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports Weekly Recap, presented by Lowe's. Earn your Sunday. Plenty of action to get you caught up on. We start at MetLife Stadium. The Jets at home to take on the Cleveland Browns. And it's the Jets' special teams coming up with the big play. They block the field goal, and they get the friendly bounce. They're going to scoop it and take it back for the touchdown. What a lightning bolt. From there, let's look in on the Bears and Packers from Lambeau. And this is the Green Bay defense coming up with a play. They force the interception. They've got room. They're taking it all the way. Pick 6 for the touchdown. The Packers started 0-4, but they finally break through to get their first W of the year. Next up, we take a look at this week's NFL injury report. The big news comes from the Atlanta Falcons and the team leader at safety. He was removed from last week's game and was moving very gingerly due to an injury to his hip. He'll likely miss about a month or so, which would put him on the shelf into November at the earliest. Time now for our Player of the Week from Week 5. And we will applaud the efforts of this man, Jalen Hurts. He was outstanding in front of the patrons in London. And he came through with 5, count them, 5 touchdown passes on the day. The Eagles get a second straight win after that 1-2 start. A look now at this week's top performers in the NFL. Next up, let's show you some numbers. Here are your league leaders.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed. We're ready for football at Huntington Bank Field here in Cleveland. Coming up, 2 teams ready to square off. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. On that Ravens sideline, it's head coach Jesse Minter. His guys playing as well as anyone, 4-1 to start this season. Across the field, that's his counterpart, Todd Monken of the Browns. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. Fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run the draw, and here's Henry. And that's nice work to get anything out of that. He's picking up a couple of yards and setting up third down.
2 yards. And it's third down.
From the gun, Jackson. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up fourth down.
For the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
His kick will split the uprights. It's going to be third. They need one. We'll try and run for the first with Judkins. This will not do the trick. They stopped him behind the line. Fourth down.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill. But this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down.
Third down and 9. Back to throw, Jackson. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews.
Jackson's pass.
What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. What you do after?
In motion comes Andrews. On the handoff, it's Henry. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe. I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And it's third down.
On third down, Jackson. And he's not going to be able to escape the rush here. He goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rusher. So it's not exactly what you're looking for.
They need to get it to the 27. This is third down. From the gun here on third down, Aller. That's complete. It's Odunze. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. Look, great work after. Off the bootleg, it's Aller. That is caught by the tight end, Harold Shannon. Touchdown, Browns. It's his third touchdown catch this year. And there it is, his first National Football League touchdown. Greg, always a special moment for the quarterback, and they hope there are many more of those to come.
Yeah, it's one he's always going to remember, Mike, and the value of
third down, 3 to go. A play fake. Now it is Aller. He's got the hook up there to Odunze. Now a 3rd and 2. Throwing is Aller. He's got a man. It's Madden. And he is out of... Now it is 1st and goal.
That's another Browns first down.
A run with Judkins. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
This defense holding tight. Now from the 3-yard line, they'll try to stop 3rd and goal. That's going to be caught. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone,
it is 3rd and long. Now it's Jackson. Pressure all around him, and down he goes. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here, as they'll discuss what's to come. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the play fake, it is Allen. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. That shotgun snap, back to Allen. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Out of the gun, Allen. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their 2nd. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. To the air again. Allen. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Aller to throw again. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And the Browns first down.
Throwing again, it's Aller. A ball deep for the end zone. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
Again, it is Aller. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
From the shotgun, here's Allen. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. They're also in field goal range at the 28-yard line. Back to throw is Allen. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Intended for Harold Fannin. Maybe 2nd down.
On the coverage.
Back to the air goes Aller. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Looking to throw is Aller. That one hauled in. It's complete. Still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10. They go from the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here's Aller. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Browns. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming.
Here's 3rd and 2. Throwing, Aller. That's caught. It's Dylan Sampson. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
Off play action. It's Aller. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around. It'll be 2nd down. Now it's Aller. That's to the end zone, but they did not connect. It's incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. To throw is Aller. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the Ravens have come up with the football.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before runner.
Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Allen now on 3rd down. This is caught. He got the connection to throw.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the first down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up first down.
Whoa! And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. 1st and goal coming up. It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal. Now they'll set up to throw. That is caught, and he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
This is a guy that we're used to seeing make a lot of his plays in the back end. Mike kind of patrolling that center field safety position, but this time he recognized that play up at the line of scrimmage, and he blows it up for a loss.
Now Aller on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down.
Yeah, we see pretty often around the league, Mike, guys of his caliber, it almost feels like they get away with a little bit more than maybe the average defender, but not this time. I think the officials were right on it, and that's a clear cut PI. He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often, and When you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Sanders, and he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force 4th down. So now, a big spot coming here. This to make it a 2-possession lead.
And that could prove to be a big one, because if he misses, it's still a 1-possession game. Instead, he steps up, he nails it.
And now 3rd, they only need 2 yards. Throwing is Aller. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short. So anytime an offense comes off the field after
trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. From the gun, Jackson. And he will go down under the pressure. They got him. That puts a serious dent into any chances of mounting a comeback. They'll turn it over on down.
So as an offensive coordinator, you have to have answers for what the defense throws at you. And in this case, your quarterback is sitting back there. He has nowhere to go with the ball on 4th down. He ends up taking the sack, and now your drive is over.
The Browns offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense... You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. On play action, Aller. He's got the hook up there to Odunze. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the 1st down.
That's good for a Brown.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They've got the lead. They're in control. In no hurry to snap this. And they'll take the clock down to the 2-minute warning. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. He'll keep it on the ground with Sanders. Oh, a loose football. And the Ravens have come up with the football. Will they bring the heat for 4th and 6? And that is incomplete. They had their chance. Celebrates. It's a win for the Browns. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. A chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
Hi, everyone, and welcome in. Scott Hansen here, and this is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 6, presented by Lowe's. Lots to get you caught up on. Why don't we start out in Indianapolis? The Colts at home to take on the Tennessee Titans. And it's Deebo Samuel. When you have a player like this, you figure out ways to get him the ball, and this is why. He's off. And it's a 70-yard touchdown. The Colts improved to 4-2 on the year with another win. From there, why don't we take a look at the Saints and the Giants from MetLife Stadium. And this is Kendre Miller. He's got a nose for the end zone, and he'll take it in 9 yards to pay dirt. The Saints get back to 500. They even their mark at 3-3. Moving on, time to take a look at this week's NFL injury report. The top story this week comes from the Las Vegas Raiders and their starting running back. It was an injury that didn't look good, and it turns out it's a dislocated ankle. He's going to need some time to recuperate from this one. Early indications are he'll be on the shelf for more than a month. Time now to name the EA Sports Player of the Week for Week 6. And the honor goes to this man, Drew Aller. He was dialed in when leading his guys to victory in Cleveland. How about this? More than 300 yards passing and 3 touchdown passes. The Browns get the W by 2 touchdowns. Here now, a look at the rest of this week's top performers around the NFL. Now that we're into the season's second month, let's get a look at the passing leaders in the NFL. The leader through 6 weeks, Jalen Hurts. With that, a look at the rest of the scores from Week 6, with Cincinnati, Detroit, Miami, and Minnesota all getting a rest on their bye week. So that'll put a bow on this one. For all the hardworking men and women here in Orlando, Scott Hansen saying good night. We'll see you next week right here on EA Sports. Oftentimes, we see teams move on from their starting running back after one contract, but not here. One team has agreed to a new deal to keep one of the best backs in the game right where he is.
Some players' development traits are hidden. To unlock their
Just across the Cumberland River from those neon lights of Broadway, we welcome you inside Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Tennessee Titans. On the Browns sideline, you see Todd Monken, their head coach. His guys playing well, 4-2 through the first 6 games. On the other side, it's the Tennessee head coach. His guys stuck in a bit of a losing streak, hoping the throwing on 3rd down, Ward. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete. Tony Pollard, the intended receiver. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. They'll get it to Fannin once more.
First pass complete to Harold Fannin. Touchdown.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got to admit, it's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his fellow tight ends who have also scored throughout the league.
Here they come for 3rd and 1. Back to throw. That is caught at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Roll, Odunze. Touchdown, Cleveland. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Greg, offensive coordinators script the start of the game. This script has read perfectly. What a great start for this offense.
It just seems like every play this offensive coordinator dials up is perfectly timed and then perfectly executed.
Throwing on 3rd down, Aller. The ball deflected at least a couple of times. So the Browns going to bring out their kicker and try a field goal. This from 40 yards out. Schmidt's kick is good. And the Browns stake themselves to a 17-0. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. And play fake. Now it is Aller. He's got a man. It's Fannin.
First pass complete to Harold Fannin Jr. It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Browns first down.
In some rhythm. Good drive rolling. Here's another 1st and 10. Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. The throw on the run is complete. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd down, they need 7.
At the Titans' 17-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Aller. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. Again, it is Aller. A short one that is caught by Fannin. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. They'll run for it. It's Judkins. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up. Off the bootleg, it's Aller. In trouble, and down he goes. From back at the 13-yard line, it is 2nd and goal.
It's 2nd down and goal.
Back to throw is Aller. That is caught.
Aller's pass complete to Rome Odunze.
looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Aller. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns.
To Mike Burton. Touchdown, Cleveland.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. They snap it to Ward. That's to the end zone, intercepted. Picked off by Carson Schlesinger. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start from their own 7.
Just think back to a few plays ago, Mike. This offense is finding themselves entering the red zone. It looked like we're about to see a touchdown. But that's how fast things can change in this game. The defense finds themselves with their back against the wall, coming up with a huge 4th down stop. Not only do they keep points off the board, but it's nicer to do it when you come off with the ball in your hand.
The Browns offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been as good as advertised. Take you through some of the highlights. 4 touchdown passes on point with his receivers right throughout and continuing to master running and executing this offense. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. Throwing, Ward. That's taken in, and he's going to pick up a Titans 1st down. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. And that one not going to work out as the hands team is there to recover. And he's going to take this one in for the score. The onside kick backfires spectacularly as it's returned for a touchdown. The visiting Cleveland Browns. They're able to build on the solid performance of a week ago, and they make it 2 in a row with the victory here in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.
We have a deal. One of the top receivers has agreed to terms on a contract extension that will likely keep him and his quarterback very happy. Football weather is here. Hey everybody, Scott Hansen here, and this is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 7, presented by Lowe's. Lots to get to this week. We'll start at Soldier Field. The Bears at home to take on the New England Patriots. And this is the runner-up for MVP from a season ago, Drake May. He connects for a 5-yard touchdown. The Patriots move their mark to 6-1 as they continue to play well here in the season's first half. Next up, how about a trip to Vegas, everybody? Checking in on the Raiders as they play host to the LA Rams. And it's the all-pro wide receiver, Puka Nacua. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. 69 yards for the touchdown catch. The Rams are getting hot. It's a 3rd straight win, and they take this one in style. The NFL's trade deadline fast approaching, some moves already being made as we check out the Week 7 trade report. The biggest name-changing addresses this week? Without question, it's this man. He's headed to the Jets in exchange for a package that includes a couple of draft picks. Here now, the EA Sports Player of the Week for Week 7. Here he is, Drew Aller. He was rock solid in the win at Tennessee, running the offense as well as can be with 4 touchdown passes. The Browns up their record to 5-2 as they get the victory here. And briefly, a look here at the full quartet of offensive and defensive top performers. From there, why don't we give you a look at the league leaders in rushing. There's a look at the rest of the scores from week number 7. The Bills, Chargers, Commanders, and Jags all on the bye. That's a wrap. Until next time, I'm Scott Hansen. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.
the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela rivers. We're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Acrisure Stadium. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. All right, football fans, settle in because we got bragging rights on the line in this one. Kate, Scott, Brock Hewer here with you as we get sent for a division rematch. Brock, one side seeking a sweep, and the other looking for some revenge after how that first showdown went.
What do they say about familiarity? Familiarity does what?
It breeds something, Brock. It breeds, contempt.
It breeds contempt. Yeah. These teams don't like each other. They can fake it. They can say all the right things in the paper. They don't want any bulletin board material. But the fact is,
Allen now on third down. Throw left side, finds Fanning. Forward progress stops. Play winds up going for about 6. That's good for the first down.
We call third down.
Aller on 1st and 10. And he has started this game perfect, connecting on all 4 passes after that last one. Judkins running between the tackles. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards. A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
Aller throwing. And that one's going to be incomplete. Third down coming up. So his first blemish, Brock, after that perfect 4-for-4 stumps. And wouldn't expect one incompletion, though, to stop him from leading on him this opening drive.
No, I don't think so. And I think more than anything, you see the defense kind of ball can hit the ground on this side.
And good luck hanging on through that contact. The hit knocked it free, and that forces 4th down. And field goal try coming up shortly from the Browns. This is a 35-yard look from the right half. And it is good. No problems there. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Second down now, Allen. And he gets home. Touchdown, Cleveland. Harold Fannin, number 5 for him this season. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Throw here, 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be taken down. Looks like just about 3 on that completion. That brings up 4th down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball.
It'll be 3rd and 5 on the other side, Brock, as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from Acrisure Stadium in just a moment. Over to the air. This finds its target. That's Hill. Swap man in motion left. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll air it out on third. They get to him and they drop him. And that's going to knock them out of field goal range. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's caught for the first. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 30. Now come up on 1st and 10. Now they're off the play fake. And the catch won't survive the contact this time. Incomplete. That was a tough-ass partner. Making that play against double coverage. It's 2nd down. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess. Even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Peyton Wilson. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. Into the house he goes. It's a pick six. Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Rodgers will look to throw. They close in on him and drag him down on the other side of midfield. They got him at the 48. All set now. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff here for Dunkins. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
The ball carrier. Taken down at the 14-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Allard back to throw. Caught just shy of the goal line. That's a Cleveland touchdown. Roma Dunze, his 7th of the season. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in. Everyone.
Third and long for him here. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's taken down at the 30. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks... All right, 2 yards to go here on 3rd down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. He's got it. Complete to Collins. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. If only every game could go like this for him, right? He's been fed targets, and it seems like he's not just been able to bring them in, but he's been... It's that football.
I'm having Marvin Harrison flashbacks right now, Kate. Being on the sidelines, watching that guy work, and in games like this, moments like this, where you can't feed him enough because that defense just simply has no answers.
And this will hit the ground incomplete. He had it for a moment, but that hit, boy, it darted loose. That's going to bring up 2nd and goal. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while.
Touchdown, Cleveland! Roma Dunze gets another here in the 4th.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
4 touchdown games for rookie QB. Not an exclusive list, Brock, but definitely a limited one. And the guys who can join it, well, they normally go on to start for a good long time in this league.
Because those guys, the game is just never too big for them. Exactly what we felt watching this today, and it just infuses that organization with so much hope.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Browns are gonna have it. And he's gonna hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Okay, that's just one of those situations that is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win, and you feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, yeah, interceptions follow.
The Browns back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Allen. There is that man again, Adunze. And he's going to be brought down right after making that catch. A good game, but the tackle limits it to 9. Got 9 of the 10 with that last grab. Need to get the last yard now on 2nd. Caught out wide. And this might be the one that puts it away. Touchdown, Browns. Quinshon Judkins. Got one through the air now to match that rushing score from earlier. Well, no doubt about this now, Brock. This is one from his rookie season that he and a lot of other folks are going to remember. 5 touchdowns now. He has been the driving force behind this offense.
A couple things come to my mind. Number one, he's now the 7th rookie to ever do this. It's awesome. But equally, you see these rookie quarterbacks so much more prepared to step into the league and really make an impact.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. That finds Pittman, complete. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And that kick fails. The Browns able to recover. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks them now.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. They're going to pass it here. There goes that man again, but a defender on time this time. Hit forces the football out, incomplete. We've got 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And they try him again, but this one is also incomplete. The defense stayed focused on him after that last play, Brock. There to break it up. It's 3rd down. This is Allen. Again, he connects with Collins. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Cleveland.
Miller's going to throw to the end zone, and this is going to be reeled in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Mm-hmm. Hands are tied. Gotta have it on this 4th down. Desperation time here. Trying to push deep downfield. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Denzel Ward makes the play.
Intercepted by the Browns. Result of the play is a turnover on down.
Went home with him. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb, going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happens over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. It's a well-earned win for the Browns, as we say.
Two months down. Hey everybody, Scott Hansen in Orlando. This is your weekly recap for Week 8, presented by Lowe's. Earn your Sunday. Lots to get you caught up on. We'll start at SoFi Stadium. The Rams at home to take on the LA Chargers. And this is the reigning league MVP, Matthew Stafford. A touchdown pass here from 7 yards out. The Rams win their 4th straight as they get the victory here. From there, let's look in on the Bears and Seahawks from Seattle. And this one, I'm not quite sure what to make of this. Folks, we have a big man on the loose. Look at him covering the ground. It's a 61-yard touchdown run. The Seahawks are going to wind up winning by 17. The trade deadline now 1 week away. Already seeing some movement as we check out the Week 8 trade report. The big news of the week? It concerns the man you see here. He's on his way to the Titans in exchange for a couple of picks, including a 2nd rounder next year. Time now to look at the player of the week from Week 8. And we'll highlight this man, Drew Aller. He was the star of the show as his guys got the win in Pittsburgh, throwing for well over 300 yards and 3 touchdown passes. The Browns get their 6th victory as this win moves them to 6-2 on the season. A look now at this week's top performers in the NFL. From there, time to look at the league leaders in sacks, as these guys have been getting after the quarterback better than anyone during the first 2 months of the year. A look there at the rest of the action from week number 8 with the Saints, Giants, Niners, and Texans all off on the bye. And that's a wrap for this week. For all the hardworking men and women in the studio, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you again next week right here on EA Sports.
you.